Good morning, YouTube. I hope you are having a wonderful day today. My last video that I did a video on unconditional love. During this video, I want to do the flip side of unconditional love. This is more focused towards the ladies out there that are in relationships or considering possibly getting into a relationship. Or maybe those that are married, perhaps. But I wanted to do the flip side of what unconditional love is actually not. These are just some warning signs that you need to look for in your relationship, especially if you're feeling unfulfilled. Now, of course, when we're dealing with humans, we know that we are flawed individuals. We are not individuals that are perfect in any way at all. I mean, we strive for perfection. We strive to do the best that we can, and that's pretty much all that we can do because we're not made to be perfect. The only perfect being is the one who created us. So that's not going to happen. We're not going to be God. However, when you are in a relationship, when you're in a mature relationship where you are aware of your creator, you are aware of yourself, you know who you are, you're comfortable with who you are, you have forgiven yourself for past mistakes and past baggage, and you're at a point where you're fully accepting yourself for who you are. That's usually when you're able to have a successful relationship. But unfortunately, a lot of us have not evolved to that level where we have let go of pains from our childhood. Possibly our parents neglected us, or our parents abused us, or our parents wanted us to be a perfectionist, and just a lot of different things that we may have grown up with, that values that were negative values that were instilled into our life, and then we keep those things with us. It's like we walk around with this backpack on our back filled with troubles, sorrows, confusion, pain, and as we continue to grow and we build our relationships and we're on our journey, meeting people and trying to build these relationships, and when we're hurt, we just continue to fill that bag up, that book bag that's on our back. We fill it up with all of these painful and hurtful things, and we keep dragging it with us into our relationships. And then another relationship falls through, you move on to the next, you got more baggage. So the first things first, in order to achieve a level of self-love, unconditional love for yourself, for God, for humanity, and for for people in your life that are in there for long term, you have to be at a point where you let those things go. You have to be at a point where you do a lot of self-searching, self-evaluation. You have to get with God. You have to get with God and ask Him to lead you and to strip away all of that baggage, so that you won't continually go throughout your life hurting yourself and possibly hurting others. Okay, so let's get to the point. I just wanted to speak about some warning signs, let's say for the ladies, and even for the guys, if guys view this, but this is more so for the ladies because I can relate because I'm a woman. When you're in a relationship and let's say your partner would rather spend more time out of the house with his friends, playing sports. I understand some people have to work, but sometimes I think people work harder than they need to just to stay away from the home. That is a red flag. And when you are at home, if this person that you're with, if they're distant, they're always on their let's say they have like a laptop, or they're always watching TV, and you're trying to get them to participate in family activities and they don't want to, they kind of isolate themselves. It's an issue going on there, and you might think that it's you. A lot of times we as women, when our man is tripping and he's not giving us our time, our quality time that we deserve and that we need, we always think, hey, it must be something that I'm doing. Maybe I'm not doing this. Maybe I'm not doing that right. Maybe I'm not satisfying him. Maybe I don't look good anymore. He might not be attracted to me. But I'm telling you, it's not you. It's not I mean, sometimes it might be you, but I mean, because I think all of us should try to aspire to keep ourselves up, not just for our partner, but just for ourselves. So sometimes attraction does melt away when the person kind of loses themselves and they gain a lot of weight. But unconditional love, when you love someone unconditionally, they're supposed to love you regardless of how you look. On your worst day, they are still supposed to love you and embrace you. And when they don't do that, for whatever reason, it's called selfishness. It's a form of selfishness, and it's definitely not walking in unconditional love. Another warning sign. I find that technology is really taking over now. Technology causes us to be separated from our family members. If you notice, it's like everybody is on their phones. People will be sitting at a kitchen table and they will text each other instead of actually verbally speaking. So it's just a way to cause separation. It's also a way to help us to reach out with all types of people from all walks of life all throughout the world. So if you find that your man is constantly on his technology devices and he spends more time on them than having a real connection with you, speaking and communicating and showing affection and going out and doing family fun things, but he would just rather be on his devices, something is wrong and something is going on. Ladies, take heed. I'm telling you, if he is doing that, he more than likely he's probably talking to another woman, more than likely, because I seriously doubt that he is doing some research to expand his mind. It's not that much research in the world. You just have to be careful. If he is just not treating you as he once did, that's a problem, and that's something that you need to look at. Because when you love someone, it's like if you pick this partner, you say you're going to spend the rest of your life with them, and I'm talking about those people out here that are trying to be in these relationships for long term. I'm not talking about booty call relationships. I'm not talking about the friends with benefits relationships. I'm talking about people that have made commitments to each other, to support each other and love each other for long term. Those are the ones I'm talking about. And when you start seeing changes in your partner, where they start to pull away and seclude themselves from you, it's a problem. It's a red flag. Don't let it continue. Don't let it keep going on. Once you start seeing these things, I would recommend that you, of course, you need to go and try to open up the lines of communications to find out what's going on, because a lot of times people have things going on within them and they just keep it in and they don't like to share. And sometimes people just want to express themselves. I'm assuming men sometimes do want to open up and express their feelings, but if we just sit back with our mouth shut and just kind of wait for things to get better, that's not how it's going to work. When you have relationships with people, you have to be proactive. You got to be proactive, and you have to go to that person and ask them what's going on, see what's going on in their world. But if you keep getting nothing's going on, you get brushed off, or you maybe have to deal with the attitude from that person because you're concerned, and you go to them and you question them and they have an attitude because you're asking them, sweetheart, something else is going on. And 9 times out of 10, he probably has another woman. That's probably what it is. And then at that point, I mean, you just have to make a decision. We all deserve to be treated with love, with kindness. We do not deserve to be second best. We don't deserve to be cast to the side or anything like that, especially like if you're doing everything that you're supposed to do. You don't deserve it. You don't deserve it. Some people will say, so what are we supposed to do at this point? What if we do find out something's going on? What if he doesn't change? What are we supposed to do? Now, that's something that you have to figure out on your own. You have to do what's best for you. If you have children, you have to do what's best for you and your children. If you think that staying with a person that doesn't love you the way you deserve to be loved, that does not communicate and treat you the right way, if you think that staying with them is the best thing for you and your kids, then hey, do it. If that's what you think is right. I honestly think if it's a way to remove yourself from that person, I would go ahead and do that, because we all deserve the love that God gives us, and we deserve that with a partner that's going to care about us. So, you know, like I said, try to open up the lines of communication if you see that it's a breakdown going on between you all in your relationship. And if that doesn't work, possibly try to get counseling. Sometimes that works, sometimes it doesn't. But it's worth a try. It's always worth a try. I say do everything in your power, especially if you are in a committed relationship. Do everything in your power to try to salvage it, to save it. But if it's no saving there, and if you feel like this is just a dead end, get out. Get out, because life is too short. Life is too short to be with someone that is not going to give you the love that you need and the love that you deserve. And of course, continue to grow within yourself, because you always have to. Please don't turn over here in this lane. You always have to have self-love first. Love yourself first. Build yourself up first. But just know that you deserve the best. You deserve the best of everything. Do not settle for less. If you have settled for less throughout your life, because I know I have, you don't have to do that no more. You have to see yourself as being an amazing, beautiful jewel, a miracle created by God. A miracle created by God. You have to see yourself in that light. Don't expect anybody else to make you feel a certain type of way. You got to feel that way first. If you have that self-confidence within yourself, you will accept only the best from other people. And surround yourself with people that are on your level, going in the same direction that you are, that are seeking self-love and just personal growth. But if you have an anchor, if you got a ball and chain that's tying you down, you better let them go. Let them go, because life is short, and before you know it, we're gonna have to leave this place. So it's just best just to surround yourself with people that's gonna love you and accept you for the beautiful person that you are. Anyway, that's my piece. I know I said a whole lot I wasn't planning to, but it was on my heart. So that's it for right now. I just want to say God bless you. Keep your head up. Stay positive no matter what's going on. And just remember that whatever negative things that have been sent into your life that don't kill you, they will make you stronger. But you have to allow them to make you stronger. Okay? So that's it. God bless. Peace.